Hello, Mike here from MikeOverlanding. In this video, I'll go over one of the best ways to get a fire going fast and to get to the point where you have a nice bed of coals for cooking. I think this telescopic pocket bellow is a useful must-have device for starting and quickly growing your campfire. It's a great survival tool. Stick around to the end and I'm going to go over my fire starter kits. Let's get started. Here's a demonstration of me using it in the dead of winter in northern Minnesota.
I want to show you a cool gadget I found. It reminds me of the old antennas on the old radios, walkie-talkies you had, but this is excellent in getting a fire going. And as you can see, it's going fine, but I want to accelerate a little bit because I want to get those coals and I want to get breakfast going. But if you want to come in here, I'll show you just how much this... In no time, you can accelerate your fire. It's a pretty cool gadget.
Here's a demonstration of me using it in Moab, Utah.
Running out of daylight, so I'm trying to accelerate the fire here so I have more coals, and then I can put the food on it. This bellows is great. It's a great tool. You don't breathe in the smoke, and you can keep your face away and you don't get too hot, and you can pinpoint where you want it to go, so it's a great tool. Because I really need coals for my dinner, not flame. And now it's time to take the steaks off. I had to cut each of them in half just because when I cut into them, neither was there was some red inside and a lot of red, and I didn't like it. So they look delicious. Yum. All right, before I sit down and eat, I'm going to cut into this and see how they taste. Very good.
Here's what I like about it. First of all, it directs a concentrated blast of air to the exact area you want it to go to enhance the flame, especially for cooking. 2, it keeps you and your face away from the hot fire. 3, it drastically reduces the amount of smoke that you breathe in while blowing on a hot fire with your face really close to it. Your lungs and eyebrows will really appreciate it. It's extremely efficient, a great boost when starting wet wood, made of stainless steel, it won't rust. It's collapsible, portable, and lightweight, great for backpacking, canoeing. Great for restarting a fire that has died down and left only a few hot coals. I have used it in near 0 degrees Fahrenheit in northern Minnesota, and it worked fine. As of early 2022, the manufacturer boasts 4.5 stars with 5,050 ratings. The only downside I can see is that when fully extended, this is vulnerable to bending or breaking, so you gotta be careful. It kind of reminds me of the old walkie-talkies. So what are the specifications? When it is fully closed, it's about 3.5 inches and it extends to 20 inches. Manufacturer says it weighs 0.75 ounces. So how much did this cost? I bought this in 2019 for $7 and the kit came with 2 of them. I'd like to show you what I keep in my fire kits. That's one of the things I enjoy about watching other people's YouTube videos, is just how do they set things up, what equipment do they use. But I have 2 of these waterproof pouches, and I use these originally backpacking and canoeing. I would put my car keys and other stuff in here. This is waterproof. So if you drop it in water or it's pouring rain on you, your stuff stays dry and it floats. And I've been on canoe trips where we've actually flipped a canoe in some rapids, and it was nice to be able to say my fire starting kit stayed dry and I'm able to use it. So, and I could find it. So when you open up my kit, I of course have the fire bellow. I also have a high pressure lighter that I bring with me. And the neat thing about this is that the fuel is put in here under high pressure. There's a can that you stick in here, and perhaps I should do a video on that. But the neat thing about this is the flame will not be blown out by wind. You can have hurricane winds apparently to do it. So you light it and you get a nice flame, and if it's high winds you can still get a fire started. So I like to have that. I also bring a couple of these candles, and I find them useful. Tough time starting a fire, I'll start one of these candles up and put some wood over it, especially if it's a little bit wet wood, and give it a chance to work on the wood and get it going. And finally, I have these hurricane-proof matches that you can light even if it's raining out. You don't need to scrape them against anything specific, but I do have a little scraper pad thing here that I bring with me as well. I've never had to go to these, but it's a neat survival tool. Then I have another one that I keep, and I only have one of these lighters, so I keep some regular lighters in this one. Got my second Bellow, and of course I've got well, another candle. So that's my fire starter kits, and they've been working good for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this useful. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out MikeOverlanding for other interesting videos.